Our minds have the power to give birth to worlds in which we can lose ourselves in. But to capture those mental images into a medium is quite a challenge. As a writer, trying to materialize those words into reality and share that vision with the world, I had to rely on one of the most creative art forms, animation. This is a quick glance at how book pages turn into animation to create Vandella's trailer. Like any other kid, I was attracted to cartoons. It's almost engraved in our genes. Children love exaggerated characters, the vibrant colors, and the wacky narratives. For young minds, cartoons are the best way to explore the imagination and to bring fantasy to life. Animation has a particular way to represent things and situations in a distorted manner, focusing on some aspects to make them more relevant, more relatable, and disregarding others at the same time. This quality has been leveraged in storytelling to make characters more memorable, and that's why many times the live-action adaptation of cartoons feel shallow at best. I grew up watching cartoons, and I could not deny the impact that the animation had on me and how the stories told in animated films influenced my creative work. I have never considered myself a good writer, but I'm good at novelizing the movies that I play on my head. Writing my debut novel, Vandella, I had to translate into words and descriptions the people I imagine. Acting as a film director, I had to coordinate the actors, and as a cameraman, I had to frame the action that ended up in the page. And trying to bring Vandella outside of the page and into reality, I had to basically reverse the original process and transform the written words back into the film that I had first imagined in my head. Vandella is a dark fantasy story about Maya, the main character, traveling to the hereafter to save her grandmother. The surrealist nature of the situations and the characters that Maya faces and the otherworldliness of the locales she visits presented a huge challenge to represent them in a realistic manner. And being in that predicament is why I consider to leverage on the power of animation to breathe life to Vandella. Everything started with translating the descriptions and visual reference of the characters into the sketches with the help of a terrific artist, Daya. And from there, we work on refining the gestures and features to properly capture the personalities of the characters. The addition of details grounded the characters in the world described in the book, and the color work made the designs pop, granting distinctiveness and familiarity at the same time. From there, I had to pick iconic and reminiscent scenes of the situation for each main character of the book and created storyboards which represented the action of the characters. In some cases with the slide variation to fit the narrative of the format of the short trailer. I collaborated with the great animator Splitsty to translate my sketches into drawings that were animated frame by frame to simulate the motion actions of the characters as I have envisioned in my head while trying to write the novel. Animation is a lengthy process considering that each frame needs to be individually drawn and colored, but the result provides a unique look and feel that portrays fantasy like no other medium can. Once the individual scenes were animated, everything had to come together in post-production. Sound effects and music were added and properly mixed to have adequate levels. Additional to this, as part of the editing, clips containing editorial reviews and the closing book animation were created by my brother, an amazing 3D artist. And all this effort was needed to bring Vandella to the screen. Book trailers have been falling out of fashion in recent years, as are perceived by authors as risky investment, considering that the return on investment might not be as positive compared to other marketing tools. Then why develop a book trailer? And specifically in my case, why develop an animated trailer for my novel? First, as a marketing tactic, I believe attractive book trailers have a lot of potential with the current boom of video social networks like TikTok. Also, this is a resource that can be used by authors in multiple places like author websites, or even to be projected in person book presentations. Well executed, a book trailer should withstand the passage of time and be a tool that as an authors we can continually resort to. As I mentioned earlier, graphic representation can transmit the tone and aesthetic of the novel to potential readers, which is quite difficult to convey by any other way. A peek at the characters and the situations to be found in the novel can entice them into jumping into the world that we have created with words. If the book cover is often described as the most important marketing tool for a book, for me, a proper book trailer should be like having a book cover in motion that expands into the motifs. Finally, in a more personal note, as a longtime fan of film and animation, having my stories represented on the screen have been one of my dreams since I started my creative endeavors. Finally, watching my characters come to life in such an artistic manner is just incredibly rewarding. Being able to share my vision of this story with my readers is simply amazing. I wish I could have had this trailer back when the novel was first published, but I want to believe that it's never too late. If you haven't seen all the Vandella animated trailers yet, please visit my social networks, and I hope that you can enjoy watching them as much as I enjoyed creating them with the help of such incredible artists. And please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Did you like them? Which one was your favorite? Would you like to see a full adaptation of the novel? Hopefully one day. But that's all from me for the moment. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please share and subscribe to my channel. You can also visit my blog, where you will find more articles addressing similar topics. Or if you enjoy thought-provoking literature, you might like my dark fantasy novel series as well. Links are in the description below. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.